Hi everybody. First of all, thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you to Kat. I'm super happy to be here in this amazing location, so perfect location for the North Face manager. So thank you so much again. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm Chiara. I'm working in the North Face since 3 years in the digital department as a CRM and email marketing manager. Today, I'm here because I want to show you how we want to enable people to live a life of exploration. So, let's start with this main topic. So, our main goal in our team is to create a long relationship with our clients. Our main goal is to know every single customers and create dedicated email marketing communication in according to their behavior. So what we want is to anticipate their needs and, of course, increase the revenue of the marketing efforts. Our strategy. So in these 3 years, what we did in these 3 years. The CRM strategy to know our client is data acquisition, data enhancement, and one-to-one marketing. What I mean with data acquisition. So this is the very first step. This is super important for us. We need to collect data of our clients at every touch points, across all touch points. It means online and in store. When I say online, for example, through the pop-up, or collect the email addresses through the header and the footer of our website. On the North Face website, you have a newsletter dedicated page. This is for the online. What we do in store. So in store, you have to take every occasion to collect the data. How? During the events, for example, during the store opening, during the events like new launch of new collection. Or what we did is weekly free workout in our stores. This is the perfect occasion to collect the data of the clients.
Chiara, do you have your own store?
Yeah. But collect the data, the email addresses, is not enough. So this is for sure the first step. But the second step is to collect also the demographical data, transactional data, behavioral data. Because, again, we need to know who are the North Face clients, to create with them the relationship, to anticipate their needs. For example, we have put it in place the complete your profile strategies. So in order to have more info about the gender of the client, about the date of birth, about the interested. When we have all this info, if we have all this info, we can start to build our relationship with our clients. So we can start to build our marketing activities, very segmented marketing activities. This is now just want to show you what we did in 2017. Now I want to show you the journey of the North Face consumer and how often we contact our clients and when, of course, at cross-channel, again, online and retail. Here you have an idea of how often we contact the North Face clients. both e-com and retail. So when the people decide to do the sign up to our newsletter, when they decide to create an account for the North Face, they start to receive a welcome email. After 1 week, they receive a reminder if they didn't open the first newsletter, because at the moment we have an incentive. After, they start to receive our weekly newsletters. At the moment, we have 1 or 2 newsletters per week. Again, both online and retail. Then they start to receive also the abandoned cart, if they put something in the cart. If they did a purchase, they receive for the online purchase an order confirmation. For the retail purchase, they receive a digital receipt. For the post-purchase phase, we have created 2 different surveys with a question dedicated for the experience on the online purchase and for the retail purchase. So we sent a post-purchase survey, and of course, the shipment confirmation or cancellation for the online purchase. And for the retention phase, we have put in place different strategies, different newsletters. At the moment, we have the happy birthday and other strategy. So this is to give you an idea on how we want to build the relationship with our clients. What I said at the beginning, the data collection, acquisition is really important, and how we use this data in these 3 years. Actually, we have created RFM metrics, recency, frequency, and monetary metrics. With this segmentation, we know how to recognize, based on their behavior, our clients. So when I talk about the recency, we mean that we have segmented our clients in active, inactive, and prospect. What it means, active? What it means? It means that they did a purchase in the last 18 months. Inactive, if they did a purchase more than 18 months. And prospect, if they never purchase. So this is the first metric that we have used for our database. Sorry. The second segmentation, the second cluster that we have created is the frequency. What it means? It means that we have segmented our clients if they are one-time or repeater, if they did just 1 purchase, or if they did more than 1 purchase, are repeater, of course, based on their transaction. And then monetary, so how much they spent. So thanks to these RFM metrics, this year we did different strategies. For example, for the people, for the prospect, so people who never purchase, we have decided to create just for them a super offer with a special discount just for them to try to convert them at the first time. Or, for example, for the active people that we know they did a purchase in the last 18 months, so we have decided to exclude them when the frequency of our newsletter increases, so in order to don't stress them too much. Or for the monetary, so if we have people spent more than 100 euro, we have created a dedicated communication with our new collection, the bestseller collection, just for them. And how we learned about our clients. So thanks to the data, again, We know that 2/3 are prospects, so they never purchase. We know that 15% are active, and then 11% are inactive. We learned also that the 2/3 did just one purchase, and 10% with more than one purchase. So actually now we have data to create a long-term relationship with them. Now we have the data to create a really segmented newsletter communication for our clients and to tailor our email marketing campaign just for every single segmentation. Okay, so now I want to give you some examples. For the data acquisition, you know, I already told you that we have the incentive, for example, for the sign up our newsletter. But last summer, we have decided to create something different. We thought that, yes, of course, the incentive, the monetary incentive works. Yes, of course. But now we thought, okay, which is another strategy really related to the DNA of the brand? So which is another incentive for our clients that want to receive the North Face communication? And this is what we did. So actually, we gave as an incentive 3 chapters of the ebook Climbing Behind, written by our 2 athletes. And so the people, when they did the sign up, they can download the chapters, the PDF, and if they want a pre-order, there were a link to the Amazon to pre-order the entire book. So, and actually, the results are incredible, plus 10% of registrations. So this is what I want to suggest also to you. Think about which is the DNA of your brand. So again, incentive, a 10% off works for sure. Gift as a money works, but this is really more related to the DNA of our brand, and it works. So this is really a great, great example. And this is some pictures that you have in the ebook.
You're also in there?
So, yeah. Okay, so this is another amazing example that I want to share with you today. And is more related to how to retarget our audience, our database. We have decided to send the newsletter to the entire database to push the access pack. So this is our iconic product. This is the access pack. You see here, you see the layout on the desktop and mobile. And there was an animation inside. We sent the newsletter to the entire database with a subject line, okay, with a specific subject line. After 3 weeks, we have decided to resend exactly the same layout with just a different subject lines and to the note openers, so the people who didn't open the first newsletter. Actually, we have generated plus 78% of revenue. So this is an example on how you can reuse the same layout, so 0 effort in terms of creativity, because you already did the HTML. Just resend with a different subject line, so we have just to put another subject lines. And to the note openers, the results is incredible. So, and this is what we did last year, and actually, based on these results, is what we are doing again. So we are targeting our newsletters to not openers, so using the same layout, same creativity with a different subject line, and it works. Okay, and so this is another example, but not related to the retargeted, but more related to the geolocalization emails. As I told you, the data enhancement is really important because it's not enough just the email addresses. We need to know also where our people lives, the gender, the interested. In this case, we have used the city, the info of the city that our clients gave to us. So actually, what we did, we sent this newsletter is for the weekly free workout that we have just in some cities of our in Europe. So just in London, in Berlin, in Munich, in Milan, in Stockholm. Just in these stores, we do a weekly free workout, so the people can register to a free sessions every week, and they do 2 hours of workout in the city with an ambassador, the North Face ambassador or the North Face athletes. So we have sent this newsletter just to the people who lives in London, who lives in Munich, who lives in Milan, and we have received an outstanding open rate. And this is also an example of the cross-channel strategy, because with this newsletter, we are driving traffic to the store. So with the online communication, we are supporting the retail, and we are driving traffic to the stores. We are segmenting, so we are communicating with our clients in a very specific way. So just to you, because you live in Milan or you live in London, so they can register and they enjoy the weekly free workout. So actually, this is the experience. This is what the North Face did in these years. And we are doing with our team in the digital department, we are increasing, we are leveraging an amazing loyalty program. But I have another thing that I want to show you. I work in VF International company, also with other brands, so with Vans, Timberland, JanSport. So I'm doing a lot of projects cross-brand. And now I want to show you a video where you can see what VF did in the last 3 years to create an amazing CRM project, loyalty program, and again, to enable people to live a life of exploration. So, please.
Thanks, Chiara. That was fantastic. So it's really interesting you were talking about the push that for the access pack.
Yeah.
And you sent it to your entire list, and
Yes.
you saw such huge lift. And just by testing the subject line, did you just test, like, how many variables did you test? Just one, or?
No, just to change. So the first subject line was, the new access pack is here. Just really simple. We know that the subject lines drives the open rate. So actually, we have just changed the subject line. We put it at the beginning of the sentence, 2, 3 main words. And actually, the results are quite impressive, because if the people didn't open at the first time our newsletter, it means that the subject line doesn't work for them. And yeah, we just change a bit, putting in a different way, different words. And after 3 weeks, because we know that we need give time to the consumer to receive a newsletters, wait 1, 2, 3 days, and then we can eventually resend it.
Mm-hmm. And how many versions did you test?
We have 8 versions, because we have 8 languages for almost 14 countries in 8 languages. Mm-hmm. So every time we create a newsletters, we create for German, Spanish, Italian, French, We have also now Portugal and Poland, so in more or less all languages in Europe.
And did you see the lift across?
Yeah.
Wow.
Across countries. Yeah.
And what did you change it to that made it more exciting to people? The subject line. What were the winning subject lines?
Now available, for example, we know that there are 2-3 key words that works, like new, now available, or just for you. This kind of words. This is a best practices that we are putting in place, and that we are testing. And also we are doing A/B tests on the layouts. So we are doing the 2 different layouts by gender. So with an image just for the women and another image just for the men database. So we are testing these kind of things. And actually is really interested to see the results. And in this case, to send the same layout to the note openers with a different subject line is something that we are doing very often.
Interesting. So are there any other questions from audience? Raise your hand. Just got a great, okay.
So as you ask questions throughout the 3 days, just let us know who you are and where you're from so we can know who to pin it on later. Yes, later. Yep.
Thanks, John. My name is Rob from
Hi.
Live Intent. You're saying that customer loyalty is really important for you moving forward. What I've been hearing from brands is CRM is obviously the center point for customer loyalty. And how do you guys interact with other departments within the North Face, whether it be media or other departments, to use that CRM data to create further customer loyalty across the departments? Is that something that North Face is doing, or how are you guys tackling that?
So we just started to thinking on the strategy, so how we want to build the loyalty program for the North Face. Of course, we need to have support across all the other teams, first of all, from the retail channel. At the moment, again, we are putting in place some strategies. For sure, we want, is not live yet, the loyalty program, but what we know is that we don't want to have a loyalty program based on points, because the North Face clients need an experience. So we want to create a loyalty program based on the experience, based on the outdoor activities. We want to reward our clients based on the activities they did outside. At the moment, we are talking with all departments, with the retail especially, first of all, to have more support from them to collect the data in store. So this is the very first step we need from them to help us. Again, in every touch point, it means during the store event, during the launch of new collection. So the retail channel is supporting us at this moment with collect the data, even more data. And let's see next year.
Is it a challenge to get your hands on that data once they're
collecting
exactly.
it? First of all, we need to collect the data. This is the very, very basic to create, to understand how we can contact, how we can contact our clients. We know that the North Face clients is different from Vans and from Timberland clients. So the 3 brands, we will have a different strategies, but the basic for every brand is to collect the data and to have a support from retail channel also.
And do you ever share data between the brands, or?
Yeah. We do weekly, monthly meeting with these 3 main brands to share the best practice, to share the results. Again, the database is different. The target, the audience is different, but we can create cross-brand strategies, and it works, yeah, for sure. Also because we are using the same platform, so we can share everything. We are using Salesforce, so Service Cloud and Marketing Cloud. Marketing Cloud to send the newsletters, to create the trigger emails, to create the automation. Yeah, Marketing Cloud.
Hold on, let me give you this. Just let us know who you are, if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about your metrics, the size of the database, and then open rate that you have with your campaigns, and even perhaps the revenue?
What I can say to you is that we have tripled the growth of our database. So in 2015 it was plus 45%, last year plus 80%. So we are growing a lot. The revenue from the digital point of view, the email marketing counts 10% of the total e-commerce revenue. So it's really important, and we are growing a lot because, again, the company across brand level push to create a loyalty program, has a focus on the CRM project because it's the most important things for us in this moment.
Hi, my name is Matthias. I run an e-commerce website selling shoes in Switzerland, and we also have 15 stores across Switzerland. So we're one of the customers of VF Brands for multiple brands. One question I have is, you spoke about these 3 steps you are into, a collection enhancement, and then
one-to-one.
One-to-one. In stores, I think there's still a huge challenge to collect new data, and there's still lots of opportunities, lots of new technologies. Are you still focusing on collecting new data, or are you just pushing that away? Or there's the steps that are continuing, or, yeah? Again,
we know that we have to push the retail for collect new data. Of course, this remain the main KPI for the stores. So we are preparing the training for the store staff. We are working a lot with the retail managers to pass the message to the stores that is important also for the stores to collect the info for the clients. Because as you can see, for the weekly free workout newsletter, we have created an online communication, but this is to support the stores. This is to support the traffic to the stores. So the message that we are working on it, that we want to share with the stores, with the retail, is that is important also for them to collect the data of the client. So yes, it's remain one of the main goals of the retail channel. Yeah.
Anyone else? I have a question. Did you bring samples for all of us to wear? Yeah? I mean, that's what really everyone's wondering, really.
I know.
I mean, you know.
I can show you the collection because I have for myself.
Yeah. Raise your hand if you brought your North Face equipment with you. This is a good poll. Yeah, see, look at here. You have some fans already. Okay. You have a question? You have another question? No? Okay.
You guys all have to sign up for her list. Make sure if you're not already on it.
That's right. Any other questions before we let her go? Okay, Diana?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.